Hello everyone. In this session, we will be talking about how to create a table. If you remember, in last session, we talked about where to write queries and what is the syntax of the queries. In this particular session, we will see how to write a query to create a table. Let us assume that we have to create a table with these many columns. I have written the columns, that is first name, last name, employee ID, date of birth, address, gender, salary and department number. Suppose we have to create a table with these many columns. So what will be the syntax? Let us create a table. The syntax to create a table is create table, then table name. So we will write employee as a table name and round brackets. In round brackets, whatever we write first is the name of first column of the table, that is f name. F name is the name of column of a table. Now f name will have some data type. So first name will contain or will save some values. Let it be characters value, let it be a numeric value, but we have to specify that. So first name, as we all know, first name can take characters. So we have to specify varchar as a data type. Along with varchar, we have to specify the length it can accept. So for example, first name or first name of an employee can be of 20 characters. So I have mentioned varchar bracket 20. That means that first name will have maximum length of 20 characters. Similarly, we'll have to define lname also. Lname, varchar and 20. So this is the second column. So first column is first name, f name, varchar 20. So data type for first name is 20 characters, varchar data type. Last name, that is second column, will have a data type called as varchar. It should also accept maximum 20 characters length. Then the third character or the third column is EID. EID is a column which actually means employee ID. Now you can understand employee ID as a column will identify every employee uniquely. So this particular column can help identify every employee uniquely. So this particular column is called as a primary key. Now what is primary key? Primary key is any attribute of a table that can identify every record uniquely. So you can understand first name can be common for 4 employees, last name can be common for 3 employees, but employee ID cannot be common for any of the employees. That is the reason why it is called as primary key. Now there is actually a good concept or a detailed concept called as primary key, second primary key, then foreign key, then candidate key, super key and so on. In later videos we will be having this video as well, just how to identify primary key, what is the procedure to identify primary key and so on. So employee ID will have data type as varchar and it will have character of 5 or length 5. Now we have to define this as a primary key. So we'll write just word primary key. Now we have defined 3 columns. Now the next attribute is date of birth. Date of birth will have data type as date. So when we talk about a date, it accepts certain format. So obviously when we insert data, we'll talk about that format also. So format it accepts as YYYY Okay, so we'll talk about that also little later. Then the next attribute that is present in the table is address. Again it can have varchar and the length of address will be definitely around 200 characters because address can be little lengthy as well. Then comes the salary. Salary, definitely we know that salary must be saved in a integer format. So salary int. Now when we write integer as a data type, we don't have to specify the length. Now the next is d number. Now d number is a attribute that specifies in which department the employee belongs to. Let us say employee Rohit has d number 1. That means that Rohit belongs to department having department number as 1. So this particular attribute also have a data type as int and semicolon. Now whatever we have written, we have to select that line. You can see I have selected this line and Now I click on play button. Oh, you can see employee relation already exists. You will be able to see a lot out of errors that come. So I will change the name as employee, or I will just write MEMP, and now I will select the line once again and I will hit execute, the play button basically. And now you can understand, and now you can see the result here. Create table, query returned successfully in 138 milliseconds. That means the table is created as per we wanted, exactly as we have defined the table, that is first name, last name, employee ID, and so on. Okay, so you can understand basically the format of creating a table. Okay, as we have created a table, now let us understand how to insert values in the table. Okay, we have to insert values in the table in exactly the same sequence as that of sequence of columns. Okay, so the format or syntax to insert values into the table is insert into table name. Now here table name is EMP, and we have to write word values and round bracket. So insert into table name and values. So insert into and values are the keywords. Wherever we have used varchar or char data type or date data type, we have to write values in single quotes. Let us say fname. Fname must be entered in a single quote. So let us say I will write Rohit as fname. Then second is Barve as L name. So whatever I write first will belong to F name. Whatever I write second will belong to L name. Whatever I write third will definitely belong to employee ID. So employee ID is A1. Now the primary key, you can understand A1 will act as a primary key. So no other employee will have employee ID called as A1. Alright. Date of birth. Now the fourth attribute in the sequence as we have defined above is date of birth. Date of birth, as I already told you, data type is date, but it accepts a certain format. The format is something like YYYY. So 1989 dash month. So you have to write the month number. So let's say 11. Let's just an example. And date. So let's say 21. Okay, comma. Now we have to mention the next attribute, that is address. So let's mention the address called as name of city. I have just mentioned short address, that is name of city. These are some random values I am entering. Then gender, I will write M for male, F for female. Then the salary. Now I will write some integer number. Let us say 50,000. It can be anything. I can write 1 lakh if I want. I can write 70,000. I can write 10,000, or it can be damn anything. And then department number. Let us say department number is 1. Okay, and hit semicolon. Select the line and hit execute button, that is play button, and see what happens. Oh, you can understand there is error. Insert has more expressions than target columns. Insert into values, first name, then last name, employee ID, then date of birth, then address, then gender, okay. While I defined the table, gender was not defined, so that's okay. I will now select the line and hit execute, and you can see query returned successfully in 148 milliseconds. So now we have inserted first value in our created table. I can write here gender is not inserted, so I will delete gender, so that we'll have a good reference of what we have entered and what columns we have in our table. Alright, let us create one more, or let us enter one more row into the table. Insert into table name, let's say employee values, round bracket. The first value that I will enter will belong to F name, that is first name. Then the second value that I will enter will belong to L name, and so on. So I will write here Amit, then Sinha, that is second value will belong to last name. Now the third value that I will write will belong to employee ID, that is B1. Now the fourth value that I will write will belong to date of birth. Date of birth follows a critical format, so let us write in a format 1990, that is year. Then month we have to mention, so let us say 5, and then we have to mention a date, so let us say 25. Then I have to mention address, so let us say Mumbai. Now I have to write a salary, let's say 25,000, and then I have to mention department number, so let's say department number is, let's say 2. Write semicolon, select the line that I have entered or written, and just hit execute. You can see query written successfully, so we have executed the query correctly. Now we have done up till now creation of table and insertion of values into the table. Now we have to see what all values are already present in the table. So to see what is there in the table, I write select star. Star stands for all. Select all values from table name. Now our table name is EMP. So as I already mentioned in earlier videos, most of the queries follow a format called as select from where. So select some columns from some table where condition matches. So for now I am selecting all, so select star. Star stands for all columns from table name where I have not written anything, that is there is no condition to show the result, all results to be shown. So select star from EMP and select the line and hit execute and see the result. You can see these are the values that we just now entered. So basically our table called as EMP has 2 records as of now. In this video we could see how to create a table, how to insert values into the table, and how to see the records from the table. Okay. In next video we will see how to update our table. That means we'll have some values into the table and we have to change some data. How to do that? One of very useful query to update some record in our existing table. Also we will see how to add a column. In upcoming videos there are a lot things to learn in my upcoming videos. To get the latest update, subscribe to my channel. Like these videos if you really like these videos. If you think this video helped you, you can share this video with your friends, family, relatives, so that they can also learn from this. Okay, thank you so much.